Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about class 10's real numbers chapters, irrational numbers. Now what is irrational numbers, how it look like. So everything actually about irrational numbers, maximum part you will have done in class 9. Now in class 9 only you have learnt that root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7 and so on. That means under root any prime number will always be irrational numbers. We knew it from class 9. But we will now prove it in class 10. So our today's topic is proving the irrationality of root 2, root 3, root 5. Root 7 is not in your syllabus. So root 2, root 3 and root 5. If you can do for root 2, anybody can do for root 3 and root 5 as well as. So we need to first find out root 2's irrationality. For finding irrationality of these type of things, means root 2, root 3, root 5, we need to know one theorem which is very important theorem. So you can say it's theorem number 1 for today. Theorem says that this is the statement I am writing, let P be a prime number if P divides a square, then P divides A also, where A is a positive integer. This is the statement of the theorem 1. Let P be a prime number if P divides A square, then P divides A also, where A is a positive integer. That means if P divides square of any number, P will divide the number also. And its proof is actually not there, means it will not come as a state and proof type of question in board, but it will help you to understand proving irrationality of this. So it's proof. Okay. So for its proof, as A is a positive integer, A can be written as product of many primes, suppose P1, P2, Pn. Okay. So A is a number, composite number you say here. So it can be represented as product of many primes, where P1, P2, Pn all are prime factors of A. Okay. Now it can be equal, like suppose I am just giving suppose 12. 12 means 2 into 2 into 3. So suppose this is P1, P2 and P3. Okay. That means they can be same, they can be distinct, no problem. A square means P1 square into P2 square into Pn square. So every product, every factor's square will be multiplied if we are taking square of both sides. Now it is given that if P divides A square, that means suppose P is a prime number and it divides A square. It divides its A square means P divides this whole, right? P1 square, P2 square, Pn square. Now P1, P2, P3, Pn all are actually prime number. And P is also prime. That means P must be one of P1, P2, dot 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 Pn, right? So P must be 1 of P1, P2, dot 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 Pn. And it means that P is there here anywhere. That means P divides A also. So we can write P divides A also. This is the sign of divides, particle. P divides A. Okay. This proof never will come in board exam as a question, but it will help you to understand or gain more knowledge. Coming to today's main topic, that is proof of root 2 is irrational. Okay. This type of irrationality, proving of irrationality, we will do in contradictory method. Contradictory method means we will take whatever given, means we need to prove root 2 is irrational. So we will always take just its opposite. That means we will assume that root 2 is rational. Taking opposite conception, if we are leading to a contradiction, that means our assumption will be proved as wrong and we can write the right, means the correct one. Okay, so let it possible root 2 is rational. Now once we have taken it as rational, that means root 2 can be written as A by B, like in this form, where obviously A comma B are integers and co-prime and B not equals to 0. Okay, co-prime means, again I am telling, A and B will not have any common factor other than 1. Okay, that means this A by B is in simplest form. Now squaring both sides, what we will get? We will get 2 equals to A square by B square. From this we can write down A square equals to 2B square. Right? A square equals to 2B square. That means we can say that 2 is a factor of A square, because 2 into something. So we can write down 2 divides A square, as B square is also integer. B is integer, that means B square is integer. So 2 into any integer will give us A square. So that means 2 is a factor of A square. So 2 divides A square. Now 2 is a prime number and it divides A square. So just we have done the theorem. So 2 divides A also. A square, that means A also, as 2 is prime. You can see that everywhere I am writing the logic just beside this, the line, and these logics are most important thing. These are most important part of the proof. If you are not writing this, I'm sure you will not get the marks. Okay, so mind it, every time you have to write the logic and then the statement. So 2 divides A square because 2 is a prime. Now 2 divides A square, that means, 2 divides A, so that means 2 is a factor of A. So A can be written as 2 into, suppose, C. C is any integer, right? C is any integer. So A can be written as 2C. We will now square both sides. It will be 4C square, right? Squaring both sides. Now in place of A square we will put 2B square. 2b square equals to 4c square. That means b square is equals to 2c square. Now b square equals to 2c square means 2 divides b square. 2 divides b square like this. Okay. So as c square is integer, 2 divides b square means 2 divides b, as 2 is prime. Now look, 2 divides b, 2 divides a, 2 divides b and 2 divides a. That means what? It means a comma b have common factor 2, right? Common factor 2. But is it true? Because as it is a rational number, we have already taken that a and b will not have common factor other than 1. So this is a contradiction to our assumption. So we will write which is a contradiction to our assumption. Therefore, root 2 is irrational. That means what we took as assumption, that is wrong. So root 2 is irrational. And this is the way of proving. Okay. So first you have to take, let it possible like this, and then you have to go in the same way for root 3 and root 5 also, same way, exactly same way. So you follow the same way and you will get the desired result very easily. Okay. So this is a very short session today, but very important. And this is all about today's session, students. I hope you all have understood. And as you all know that there is an announcement regarding the deduction of some syllabus from your curriculum. So that's good, but somehow that's bad also, because you know this is class 10 and you need to know everything because you have the whole life ahead of you. Anyway, we will meet in the next video with any other topic. Till then, have a good day.